Hey, my Zen amigos and my cosmic family. Lots of love, light, power, and magic to you. Today, I have these very special messages coming in for you as a collective, which I've divided into zodiac signs as per the elements, which is fire, earth, air, and water. These messages will give you an insight on what energy are you in currently, what is coming your way, what is opposing or crossing you, along with some valuable guidance from your angels and spirit guides, and also the possible outcome. So please remember, this is a collective reading, so all of it may not apply to you, or most of it may also apply to you, so you never know. So take what resonates and leave out the rest. You can watch the readings as per your sun, moon, rising, or also if you're aware where most of your planets or prominent planets are placed in whichever sign of your chart, you can refer to that sign as well. So whichever sign you associate yourself with the most. Also, if you're pulled to this reading, then definitely there are messages for you, whatever zodiac sign you may belong to, and this is a timeless reading. So whenever you come across this reading will be the right time for you to listen to it. With that being said, let's dive into your reading, my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces friends. So let's see your cards first. We have your current energies, which is depicted by the King of Wands. Then the energies that are crossing you or opposing you is the King of Cups. The energies that you've overcome or came out of the past is the Ten of Wands. The energies that you're moving into in the near future is the Nine of Pentacles. Then your higher soul's perspective, what your higher soul has in store for you or planning for you is the King of Swords. Basically, what your higher soul wants you to work upon. Then these are your subconscious thoughts or things running in the background, the energies in the background, which is the Ace of Cups. Now we'll also see what is your current path ahead, which is depicted by the Sun, which is like one of the most positive cards in the deck. This is how you are influencing the current situation, things that you have control over. Then we have the Death card, the death or the rebirth. See, there's an infinity sign here as well. So this is basically how the outside situations are influencing you and things that are not in your control. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is showing your hopes and your fears. And the final outcome, which is the Knight of Cups. So let's start with your reading. So we have your current energies, which is depicted by the King of Wands, which basically suggests that currently you're in that you're very confident and like a visionary, and you are pursuing your passions with energy and enthusiasm. You are able to make those decisive decisions, and you are confident. You are also cultivating your entrepreneurial spirit. So you are currently in that mode of wanting to be a leader, leading something, initiating some kind of a change, and that is with passion and confidence. It could also indicate like a leadership or an executive role. Or in terms of relationships, there's a lot of confidence, what you're looking at, even confident partnerships. And you are also, in terms of finances, investing in some kind of innovative ventures. There is self-confidence and empowerment in terms of your spiritual growth. So we'll see what are the energies that are crossing you, which is the King of Cups. Now, the energies that are opposing you, which are probably not working in your favor. So generally, the King of Cups indicates that there is, again, there is confidence, but now here there is emotion involved. So there is like, if you look at the positive aspects, it would be somebody who can negotiate conflicts with diplomacy, leading with compassion and empathy, someone who has emotional maturity and wisdom. But since this is something which is opposing you, these energies, I would assume that there is some kind of there is lack of empathy here. somewhere because of some reason. Due to some reason, there is some, at the moment, there's a lack of empathy in your energies, or there is like a disconnection from your emotions. You are repressing your emotions somewhere because of some reason, and you are unable to emotionally connect currently. These are the energies which are opposing you. So let's see why. We will get to know as we move ahead. Now, the energies that you came out of or you overcame in the recent past is the energy of the Ten of Wands, which means that you have completed some cycle. You have, it's an energy of completion, and you have completed something just recently, but at the same time, it felt very exhausting. You kind of felt burnt out, but there was that perseverance within you to go ahead, finish the task, complete that cycle, and you did feel like there was an accomplishment. You reached a milestone, but at the same time, there was some kind of a burnout or an exhaustion. You felt like you really had to work hard to get this done, and maybe there it felt like there was some fear that if this phase would complete, or you would be able to complete this project or whatever the cycle was. It was overwhelming, it seems. This is because of the King of Cups opposing energies. That's why it feels like it was kind of overwhelming, the whole experience. So even though you completed a cycle, maybe you didn't really feel like celebrating an accomplishment. But it seems like there was some kind of an completion, or yes, some kind of a completion that has happened in the past. But it was overwhelming, it was tiring for you. Now we'll see what are the energies that you're moving on to in the future. You are now moving into the Nine of Pentacles phase. Now, this is a very positive card because it kind of indicates there is, you are coming across some kind of financial security and stability. There's some money coming your way, and it is going to make you feel self sufficient and independent, like you've accomplished something. So, yes, you've accomplished some task. And what is happening is now you are reaping the fruits of your labor, so to speak, and you are feeling self-sufficient, independent. There is financial security, and that there's that sense of accomplishment and pride which is happening, which will be happening in the near future. And at the same time, you are doing this kind of on your own. So we can say that in terms of career, it could mean that you're doing something on your own, being independent, some kind of a leadership kind of a role. In terms of, I would say, relationships, you feel independent. You're making it on your own, but you're not reliant on anyone. You're not relying on uh, the other person or somebody you are in relationship with. You are quite self-sufficient. You are self-aware in terms of your personal growth, and you're investing, saving quite correctly and the way it should be. So it seems like you are happy and you are self-satisfied. That is what it seems like in the near future. So what does your higher soul have in store for you? So we have the King of Swords energy here. So your higher soul wants you to kind of work on your intellectual maturity, wants you to kind of have that authoritative approach, that leadership kind of quality, and ensure that you work on these qualities wherein there is clarity, precision in your thoughts, in your decision making skills, and so that you can become an effective leader going ahead. So you need to work on these qualities. Though by the King of Wands energy, it looks like you are getting over there. You are on your way to this kind of an energy. But yes, I think you are required to bring in more of clarity and precision in your thoughts, bring about more logic and reasoning. And I feel the authoritative approach exists, but in terms of, say, the intellectual part of it, you are required to work on that aspect as well more, so that you can bring about right, precise decisions you can take, and you can take them effectively and uh, quite quickly, so to speak. It also means that you're being asked to kind of, if in terms of relationships, you're being asked to connect intellectually, which means bring about, say, connect with people, intellectual people, because that is how you get more experience, or that is how you learn. So you're being asked to inculcate more intellectual connections. In terms of investments, do wise investments, develop strategic thinking in your growth. Yes, so that is what your higher soul is looking at currently, wants you to work on this. Now we'll see what are the thoughts that are running in the background for you. These are your subconscious thoughts. This is what is automatically running in the background for you. We have the Ace of Cups here. Uh, so what we can say is Ace of Cups basically means some kind of an emotional awareness and an intuition. So somewhere in the background, you're aware that you need to be emotionally aware, emotionally available as well. Learn to trust your intuition. It also means have these heart-centered decisions. So while your higher self wants you to work on the intellectual part of yourself, your subconscious, the thoughts that are running in the background also want are working on heart-centered decisions. So there's like a good alignment of mind, body, and heart. So there's a good alignment which is happening here. So it also typically means that there are some fresh beginnings and opportunities that are happening in the background. It could also be some kind of a new relationship or connection which is emerging, which your subconscious knows in the background there is something which is emerging. Somewhere you are taking a chance on love or emotional risks as well. You are learning that, learning to prioritize your heart centered decisions. And there seems to be some kind of spiritual growth and awareness happening, wherein there is an increase in empathy and compassion. These are the thoughts which are running on the background. So, on the surface, you have this King of Cups opposing you because of some kind of some situation or something that has happened in the past, which kind of closed you off towards empathy and compassion. But somewhere in the background, you are at the heart of it. As a person, you are not that kind of a person. That can be said. Anyways, you all are water signs. So I think emotion and empathy, compassion is something which is like an integral part of your personality. So no matter what, maybe in the present moment for say short duration or a temporary period, you may have cut off that compassionate side of you. But in the background, there's always the emotion of empathy and compassion, which is running in the background for you, always, for you guys. Because you all are water signs and you all have mastered the art of empathy, compassion, love. You have already mastered it. So this is just a temporary phase where you are cutting off those emotions, but you are very soon getting out of them because it's running in the background for you. And you're moving on to a future which is full of abundance and prosperity, which is coming your way. And there's a good alignment of mind, heart, intellect, and the body, all four. There's a good alignment which is happening here. So let's move on to the path ahead for you. We have the Sun card, which is how you are currently influencing the situation around you, that things that you have control over. Now, the Sun card is the most one of the most positive cards in the deck, and actually, if you look at it, it's such a beautiful card. So this basically means now you have this. If you look at this, there's a lot of yellow here, which means which indicates the solar plexus chakra as well. Uh, it just means that you have mastered your emotions. So like we said, these are the Ace of Cups which is running in the background. So it basically means that you have a good control over your emotions otherwise, and you are quite you bring about joy and happiness. So whatever the current situation is, you are bringing about joy and happiness over there, wherever you are, like shining, over that. What does the sun do? The sun shines, brings about light, and that is what you are doing, bringing light to any situation where you are currently. You are embracing joy and positivity. It just means that your current path ahead shows that where you are, your solar plexus chakra at that particular moment is quite well balanced. It shows that, which is quite good. You are also focusing on healing and recovery, and sorry, recognizing your fulfillment and completion because you have completed a phase. Maybe at that moment it felt very overwhelming, you were burnt out, but in the process, somewhere down the line, you realize that you have accomplished something. You are celebrating that success and your achievement. So this is a very, very positive card. It also shows that you are very confident, which is shown by the King of Wands, which is your current energy. It shows that you're very confident, and you are also enlightened somewhere. You are enlightened. So yes, this is quite a positive card. In terms of career, we can say there is success. You are getting some recognition for something, for we can say for this particular completion of this project, or something that you have tried to, you were in the process of completing in the past. So maybe you're getting some kind of recognition in that area. In terms of growth, so there is self awareness, there is enlightenment, there is spiritual growth happening, there is prosperity, abundance coming in, there is financial security coming in, and there seems to be harmony and joy and new beginnings in your relationships. So that is how you are influencing the situation. These are the things which are under your control, and you can achieve this because of the energy that you are in. Now we'll move on to the situations that are the things that are not under your control, which are surrounding you, which are not under your control, which is outside your control. So we have the death or the rebirth card, you can call it either ways. And death is not a negative card. It actually means there is transformation happening. So this transformation or renewal, it is a new beginning. There is a change, there is metamorphosis, there is spiritual growth and rebirth happening. There's also letting go of the past, releasing your past. This is happening, but at the same time, what does it mean? That this is out of your control, so you have no choice but to embrace this change and this transformation. Let go of something which has happened in the past. Just let it go, whether it's something or someone. Let go, and yes, embrace this end of this cycle or this phase that has happened, because you have the sun card, which shows, which is the situation is under your control. You are able to let go of this tiring, overwhelming past and celebrate your success. So this is not under your control. You are going through this transformation. So actually this is not challenging for you. Honestly, this does not look like a challenge at all. So yes, you are releasing your burdens. Looks like there is increased awareness, there is spiritual growth again. So whether you like it or not, there is spiritual growth happening, there is enlightenment happening. And yes, so if you have completed something, say career wise, then now you're moving on to a new phase in your career, business. In terms of relationships, if there was something that you had to let go of, then you are moving on to new beginnings in your relationships. You may have either let go of a relationship, or the dynamics in your relationship are changing. That could be the case. And there is change or transition happening. There is transformation in your finances as well. This looks like it is for the good, because you have the Nine of Pentacles in your immediate future. So it sounds very positive at the moment. Now we'll go on to your hopes and fears. We have the Six of Pentacles, which depicts your hopes or fears. Now, if we take it positively, Six of Pentacles typically means that you are there is balance and harmony which is around you, and you are aware that you need to uh, bring about balance and harmony. There has to be fairness and justice in your dealings. So when you exchange, there has to be reciprocity, giving and receiving equally. You are aware of that, and you are aware that if you follow this, there is a balance, whether it's in your work-life balance, we can say, or in terms of relationships, there's harmony. It also depicts generosity. You give generously, because it's just the law of karma. You give generously, you get back in multiples, and you understand that. Now, the negative part of this could indicate that you are there is imbalance. Maybe you could be selfish, there is lack of gratitude, and all of this could cause a blockage in your energy. So if everything is going in your favor and going so well for you, if you do not maintain this balance, if you do not there is this lack of gratitude for what you are receiving, or there is some kind of selfishness, or some kind of negative approach if you take up, and if there is disharmony around you, then definitely there will be a blockage in what is coming towards you. There will be a block in the flow. So I guess you realize and you understand. So even though there are your hopes and fears, you understand where you are going finally, where this path is leading you. Finally, we have the Knight of Cups card as your outcome. Now, the Knight of Cups is it indicates some kind of a new relationship or new connection which is coming towards you, or some kind of an adventure. It also indicates that finally you are following your heart. If you had closed it off at some point of time, you finally understand that that is not how it works. If you have to achieve the right kind of success and achieve your goals, then you have to be balanced in all areas of your life. Like the Six of Pentacles says, there has to be a proper balance in every area of your life. So finally, the final outcome, if you follow everything in balance, you follow what your heart says, you follow what your intellect says, you balance out every aspect of your energy, what you're coming up to is the Knight of Cups energy, wherein you are receiving, and you are also experiencing this emotional growth, because as water signs you are already emotionally quite stable, and that is your USP, as they say. So you can't let go of that, and it is such a beautiful outcome. Finally, it's like you have this sense of achievement which just kind of fulfills you, where you feel satisfied in all areas of your life, be it your career, or it could be your relationships, it could be your spiritual growth, personal growth, or it could also be your finances. There's this sense of just being satisfied and grateful. The most important part is being grateful for what you've received. So the final outcome seems absolutely apt for you guys. It actually feels like it's apt for you. So the final outcome, which is the Knight of Cups, does indicate that in terms of relationships, there's a new connection or a new beginning. It could also mean that there's a change in dynamics in your relationship. So it does not mean that you let go of a relationship. There is a change as well if it's the same relationship. In terms of business or career, it could mean a new opportunity, a new project, since you completed the last cycle or the phase. In terms of finances, you will be investing with your so it's an emotional investment, plus wherein you're using your intellect as well. So there's a good alignment between your heart and your mind and your intellect in terms of finances. And in terms of personal growth, you are emotionally growing and becoming more stable. That would be the outcome. So yes, that's the final outcome for you, my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Now we'll see what are the guidance cards for you. So we have the first card, which is showing the guidance card is worry. It basically means I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So you're being asked and guided not to worry at all. Maybe at the moment you may be feeling closed off and you may be feeling a little hurt, or for whatever the reason may be, you may have closed off your heart currently, but you're being asked not to worry. There's absolutely no need to worry, because the outcome is going to be what it is meant to be. And if you are following the right path, then you don't need to worry about the outcome, is what the guidance is. The next one that has come out is success. Now, this seems like a blessing too, other than guidance. It says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So you're being asked to, again, the word love that comes in this. So though there is success, which generally we look at it in terms of finances or in terms of career, in that phase of our life, but then what is the greater goal in life? That is love. and which is depicted by your Knight of Cups outcome. So yes, you have to integrate love in your life, as in there has to be an alignment between your heart and your mind, and that is where success will come across. When you pour love into your desired goals, into your whatever you are doing, whatever you are desiring to achieve, when you add love to it, success is inevitable. Then the next guidance card that has come out is happiness. This also looks like a blessing actually to me. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So, yes, so like we said, the guidance was do not worry because the outcome is going to be what it is. And if you desire the right outcome, then you have to ensure that you're on the right path. So, happiness, it actually is like a blessing other than guidance. You're being guided to stay on the right path. And we have your next card that has come up. This is a blessing which says deep cellular healing. This had come out for the earlier signs as well. This blessing. There is a deep cellular healing that is happening within you at a physical and an emotional level, at an energetic level. This is underway. It also kind of suggests by the death card, or the death card also means transformation, healing, recovery. So there is this deep healing which is happening side by side. So there's absolutely nothing to worry. And the last guidance or the blessing card for you is surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. It actually means there's so much abundance in all areas of your life that is coming through, that is coming in very soon for you. And yes, this is a blessing, in fact. This was such an amazing reading. Thank you so much for being a part of this entire reading. I close my reading here. Please remember, follow the guidance given and claim the blessings, and you will get whatever you desire. Claim that these blessings are yours and they will be yours. So, signing out now. As a token of your love and as energy exchange and appreciation, I would only request you all to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will feel motivated to bring you more such readings. Until then, love, light, power, and magic to you. Peace out, my lovelies.